Welcome to the Mitchell Catholic Youth presentation of the Living Stations. Please feel free to turn around if you cannot see the station being portrayed. The narrator will read the Christ Speaks part. Please join in the I Reply part in the booklet. These 14 steps that you are now about to walk, you do not take alone. I walk with you. Though you are you, and I am I, yet we are truly one Christ. And therefore, my way of the cross 2,000 years ago and your way now are also one. But note this difference. My life was incomplete until I crowned it by my death. Your 14 steps will only be complete when you have crowned them by your life. The agony in the garden. Then going out, as was his custom, to the Mount of Olives, and then disciples followed him. When he arrived at the place, he said to them, "Pray that you may not undergo the test." After withdrawing about a stone's throw away from them kneeling, he prayed, saying, "Father, if you are willing, take this cup away from me. Still not my will, but yours be done." And to strengthen him, an angel from heaven appeared to him. He was in such agony, and he prayed so fervently that his sweat became like drops of blood falling on the ground. When he rose from prayer and returned to his disciples, he found them sleeping from grief. He said to them, "Why are you sleeping? Get up and pray that you may not undergo the test."
Down the Via Dolorosa in Jerusalem that day, the soldiers tried to clear the narrow street, but the crowd pressed in to see the man condemned to die on Calvary. He was bleeding from a beating, there were stripes upon his back, and he wore a crown of thorns upon his head. And he bore with every step the scorn of those who cried out for his death. Down the Via Dolorosa, called the way of suffering, like a lamb came the Messiah, Christ the King. But he chose to walk that road out of his love for you and me. Down the Via Dolorosa, all the way to Calvary. The blood that would cleanse the souls of all men made its way through the heart of Jerusalem. Down the Via Dolorosa, called the way of suffering. Like a lamb came the Messiah, Christ the King. But he chose to walk that road out of his love for you and me. Down the Via Dolorosa, all the way to Calvary.
The first station, Jesus is condemned to death. In Pilate's hands I see my Father's will. Though Pilate is unjust, he is the lawful governor, and he has power over me. And so the Son of God obeys. If I can bow to Pilate's rule because this is my Father's will, can you refuse obedience to those whom I place over you? My Jesus, Lord. The second station, Jesus takes up his cross. This cross, this chunk of tree, is what my Father chose for me. The crosses you must bear are largely products of your daily life. And yet, my Father chose them, too, for you. Receive them from his hands. Take heart. I will not let your burdens grow 1 ounce too heavy for your strength. My Jesus, Lord. The third station, Jesus falls for the first time. The God who made the universe and holds it in existence by his will alone becomes a man too weak to bear a piece of timber's weight. How human in his weakness is the Son of God. My Father willed it thus. I cannot be your model otherwise. You also must accept without complaint your human frailties. Lord Jesus. station, Jesus meets his mother. My mother sees me whipped. She sees me kicked and driven like a beast. She counts my every wound. But though her soul cries out in agony, no protest or complaint escapes her lips or even enters her thoughts. She shares my martyrdom, and I share hers. We hide no pain, no sorrow from each other's eyes. This is my Father's will. My Jesus, Lord. The fifth station, Simon helps Jesus carry the cross. My strength is gone. I can no longer bear the cross alone. And so the legionaries make Simon give me aid. This Simon is like you. Give me your strength. Each time you lift some burden from another's back, you lift as with your very hand the cross awful weight that crushes me. Lord,
object off the floor, assist the child in some small task, or give another preference in traffic or the store. Each time I feed the hungry, clothe the naked, teach the ignorant, or lend my hand in any way. It matters not to whom. My name is Simon, and the kindness I extend to them, I really give it to you.
the sixth station, Veronica wipes the face of Jesus. Can you be brave enough to wipe my bloody face? Where is my face, you ask? At home, whenever eyes fill up with tears, at work, when tensions rise, on playgrounds, in the slums, the courts, the hospitals, the jails, wherever suffering exists, my face is there. And there, I look for you to wipe away my blood and tears. Lord, the seventh station, Jesus falls for the second time. This seventh step is one that tests your will. From this fall, learn to persevere in doing good. The time will come when all your efforts seem to fail, and you will think, I can't go on. Then turn to me, my heavy laden one, and I will give you rest. Trust me and carry on. Give me your courage, Lord.
Fear in doing good.
The eighth station, Jesus consoles the crowd. How often had I longed to take the children of Jerusalem and gather them to me, but they refused. But now these people weep for me, and my heart mourns for them, mourns for their sorrows that will come. I comfort those who seek to solace me. How gentle can you be? How kind? My Jesus,
Your compassion and your passion is beyond compare. Lord, teach me, help me learn. When I would snap at those who hurt me with their ridicule, those who misunderstand or hinder me with some misguided helpfulness, those who intrude on my privacy, then help me curb my tongue. May gentleness become my cloak. Lord, give me kind.
the ninth station, Jesus falls for the third and last time. Completely drained of strength I lie, collapsed upon the cobblestones. My body cannot move. No blows, no kicks can rouse it up. And yet my will is mine, and so is yours. Know this, your body may be broken, but no force on earth and none in hell can take away your will. Your will is yours. My Lord,
Seek to hold me fast. Protect me from the sun kisses. Save me from despair. Lord, never let me feel that any sin of mine is greater than your love. No matter what my past has been, I can begin anew.
the 10th station, Jesus is stripped. Behold, the poorest king who ever lived. Before my creatures I stand stripped. The cross, my deathbed, even this is not my own. Yet who has ever been so rich? Possessing nothing, I own all, my Father's love. If you, too, would own everything, be not solicitous about your food, your clothes, your life. My Lord,
position, and wealth.
My God, oh why have you abandoned me? As dogs around me, they circle me about. Wounded me, pierced me, I can number all my bones. My God, oh why have you forsaken me? My clothing they divided, for my garment casting lots. Oh Lord, do not desert me, but hasten to my aid. My God, oh why have you abandoned me?
the 11th station, Jesus is crucified. Can you imagine what a crucifixion is? My executioners stretch my arms. They hold my hand and wrist against the wood and press the nail until it stabs my flesh. Then, with one heavy hammer smash, they drive it through, and pain bursts like a bomb of fire in my brain. They seize the other arm, and agony again explodes. Then, raising up my knees so that my feet are flat against the wood, they hammer them fast, too. My God, the 12th station, Jesus dies on the cross. The cross becomes a pulpit now. Forgive them, Father. You will be with me in paradise. There is your mother, there your son. I thirst. It is complete. To speak, I have to raise myself by pressing on my wrists and feet, and every move engulfs me in new waves of agony. And then, when I have borne enough, have emptied my humanity, I let my mortal life depart. My Jesus, God, The 13th station, Jesus is taken down from the cross. The sacrifice is done. Yes, my Mass is complete, but not my mother's and not yours. My mother still must cradle in her arms the lifeless body of the son she bore. You, too, must part from those you love, and grief will come to you. In your bereavements, think of this. A multitude of souls were saved by Mary's sharing in my Calvary. Your grief can also be the price of souls. I beg you, Lord,
Help me accept the parties that must come. From my friends go away. My children leaving home. And most of all, my dear ones, whom you shall call into yourself. Then you be yours to say, as it has pleased you, Lord, to take them home. I bow to your most holy will. And if by just one word I might restore their lives against your will, I will not speak. Grant them eternal joy.
The 14th station, Jesus is buried in the tomb. So ends my mortal life. But now another life begins for Mary and for Magdalene, for Peter and for John, and you. My life's work is done. Now my work within and through my church must now commence. I look to you, day in, day out, from this time forth, be my apostle, victim, saint. My Jesus, Lord,
Flesh is weak.
I told you at the start, my life was not complete until I crowned it by my death. Your way is not complete unless you crown it by your life. Accept each moment as it comes to you with faith and trust that all that happens has my mark on it. A simple fiat. This is all it takes. A breathing in your heart. I will it, Lord. So seek me not in far-off places. I am close at hand. Your workbench, office, kitchen, these are altars where you offer love. And I am with you there. Go now, take up your cross, and with your life, complete your way. Following the completion of the song, we ask that you leave in silence. We want to wish you a happy and blessed Easter season.